Hello and welcome to Memkoh TV. Today we're going to be talking about the styles or trends that you're going to see a lot of in 2020. Some of you are always eager to know what's the latest style, what should I wear, what should I go out and buy, what is worth spending my money on. Now, a word of advice. Trends are never really something you want to invest in, and that's another topic for another day. You never really want to invest in trends. You don't want to spend a lot of money. You don't want to buy the expensive styles that are in fashion. Of course, you need to pick and choose which trend you delve into. The good news is that these styles that we're going to discuss are things that you can easily get off the high street. You do not need to spend a ton of money on them, and they're styles that are very wearable, which is why I'm discussing them. Because as you know, at Memkoh, we don't do trends. Stay tuned as we give you a rundown of those styles that you should add to your closet, and I promise they are all things that are wearable and you can easily integrate into your personal style. The first one is the color, mint. Mint is going to be the color of 2020, a variation of green that I'm putting on right now. Why is that? Last year we saw more of lime, which is like the very bright green, and mint sort of tried to segue into that, but it really couldn't because people were so excited and so high off the bright color of lime. But this spring, summer, we're going to start seeing more and more of mint. There's something so soft about mint. There's something so peaceful, so calming, so cool about the color mint. So we're going to see it a lot in 2020. The next trend is corset. The corset style dates back to 1500, some say the 1800s. Whatever it is, the corset is back. And we're excited. Why? Because we're not there back then when it was trending. But now we can sort of cinch ourselves into it, even though it's not really in the form of a dress like in the Victorian era. But we're seeing tops and dresses just having that corset boning detail. And we're very fine with that. We're happy with it because it accentuates your body. It brings out your figure more. And that's what, frankly, every woman wants. You want to have that hourglass figure, especially if you don't have it already. You want your waist to look slimmer, and there's just something very alluring about the boning of a corset. Those lines are very flattering. So whether you're getting it because you want your waist to be cinched in, or in the case of someone like myself, I would get it just because I love those lines and the details, the bone details on the corset. Whatever it is, if you like the corset style, go for it. The next trend is high neck. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's no more about turtlenecks that go up to here, but it's now about this high neck style that sits halfway between your neck and your collarbone, and it's just so flattering. You know, it doesn't make you feel so choked up. And we know that there are some people that have very short necks. People like that probably found it difficult to wear turtlenecks because they would feel like they're sinking into the turtleneck top or dress or whatever it is. But with this high neck style, you still see the rest of your neck exposed, which elongates your neck even more. And as you can see, it's very chic, it's very flattering. It makes you look expensive. This top probably cost me $10. Pairing it with comfortable formal pants, and it looks like I spent a ton of money on my look. So invest in a high neck top this season. You could get it as a sweater, you could get it as a sweater dress, or like a regular chiffon top. I have some chiffon tops that are high neck. It's just a very flattering style, and you would love it. The next style that we're going to see in 2020 is the return of the high-low dress. I don't know if you guys remember, a few years ago, it was actually really in, where you'd see dresses that are a little shorter in front and then draped down to the back in this high-low style. So this year, we're seeing the return of that style, and it's exciting. It's very nice and flattering on the body, and especially for those occasions where you're not sure whether you should wear a short dress or a long dress or something right at the knee. That high-low style is sure to flatter any body type. So we really like the high-low style because it flatters a lot of body types, and it's just a little oomph to a regular dress style. And I wouldn't be surprised if I start seeing lots of high-low tops as well. I personally own an asymmetrical top. It was sort of high-low but from right to left as opposed to front to back. But whatever it is, we're going to see the high-low style in 2020. The next style trend we're going to see is voluminousness. It's going to be more about the proportions. What I mean by that is that trends are not usually just a style, right? It could be a detail, and that detail is volume. We're going to see lots and lots of volume this season. It already started with puff sleeve tops, puff sleeve dresses. We've seen them one neck, off shoulder, whatever style that it comes in. Voluminous proportions is sure to rock spring summer 2020 and beyond. So if you've been scared of trying styles that have more volume, I would say embrace it. But of course, always watch out for styles that will flatter your body type, because not every trend or every style flatters everyone. But it's definitely a style to try and rock. Find a way to incorporate it. I recently saw trench coats with puff sleeves. So from the classic trench coat style that we thought, what more could you add to a trench coat? Now style is deviating from classic to things with more proportion, volume, and just general detail. The next trend is mesh or sheer. As you can see, I'm wearing a sheer top. We actually started seeing this in summer 2019 with mesh tops, mesh dresses, and just a general love for see-through items of fashion. And it's going to continue right into spring summer 2020. And we don't hate that, because guess what? Summer is a very, very hot season and we just feel like peeling off our clothes. But if you can do it in a way that's classy and stylish and alluring as well, then you get extra cool points. Embrace sheer, embrace mesh items, embrace things with a little see-through detail. If you wouldn't want to incorporate see-through items into your daily wear, then you could opt for a very nice and detailed see-through or mesh cover-up for the beach. How about that? The next style that we're going to see is ruching. I love ruching. There's something so elegant, so feminine, so elevated about styles that have ruching. I'm seeing it a lot on dresses. It's so soft, it's so beautiful. It just adds an extra level of detail to an otherwise plain dress. And I know this will probably be introduced in tops as well as skirts and pants, whatever item of clothing it is. Once it has ruching, it takes that piece of clothing to the next step. So if you want to add more points to your style this season, opt for items that have ruching. The next style that we're going to see a lot of in 2020 is luxe leather and high shine items. Now, a lot of us cannot afford real leather, let's just be honest, but you can still get amazing faux leather pieces off high street stores. And right now we're seeing them in different colors. It's not just black anymore. It's not just nude anymore. We're having tan. We're having it in that rich brown color. And so leather has gotten an upgrade in that we're seeing it being styled into different pieces of clothing. I saw a long trench coat the other day that was in a rich, beautiful brown color. It was amazing. And I've also seen long sleeve shirts in different colors of faux leather, as well as jackets. We're seeing dresses, just different styles of high shine items or luxe leather pieces. The next trend that we're going to see pertains to fabric styles. We're seeing a deviation from those soft silk and satiny fabrics that we're loving last season. Right now it's all about texture. We're loving jacquard, we're loving brocade, we're loving just all things texture. So go out and grab a jacquard dress, go out and grab a brocade top or dress, go out and grab things that have texture and are rich. The richer, the better. The more textured it is, the more beautiful the piece this season. The final trend is not really a trend per se, but just a dressing style. This season, we're going to really see people embracing monochrome more and more. Take your mind back to the days of color blocking. That's not really happening anymore. It's going to be about sort of maintaining one color palette. Of course, you can see people like myself, we can't do that. I haven't really done that before, like just one color palette from head to toe. But don't worry about me. Right now, it's about that monochromatic way of dressing, about taking one color and playing with its entire color family in your outfit. So feel free to pick up one color and see how many shades you can mix into your outfit and go for that beautiful monochrome look. And right now it's really going to be about soft hues. So think about colors like oatmeal, tans, soft beautiful white or off-white. That's what we're going to see. Or things like mint, like we said earlier, or powder blue, you know, very, very soft colors like that. That's what we're going to see people really playing with in their outfits and going with different variations of those color families. So be on the lookout for that, or pick up a few pieces for yourself and see how you integrate it into your own style. That's it for now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this run through of all the styles that we're going to see in 2020. I think these styles are so practical, they're so wearable, and I think they're things that you would really love. So feel free to go out there and grab a style or two, and always look for a way to integrate those pieces with what you already own. And if you're looking for inspiration, we'll have lots of them at Memkoh. Bye bye.